Big news from Mars earlier this week when NASA announced a new paper on the famous leopard spotted rock that contains potential signs of ancient biosignatures. Here's an orbital view of the path Perseverance has taken since landing on Mars, and here's a zoomed in view of the track that it's taken since passing into an area called Narepa Falls, which is the focus of this research. The yellow triangles represent scientifically interesting sites that were included in the analysis in the new paper. In the Bright Angel Formation, which is right here, the instruments on board Perseverance have detected vivianite and greigite, which are ferrous iron phosphates and sulfide-rich minerals. You can see those minerals in this image with the tiny submillimeter nodules towards the top and the reaction fronts in greenish blue surrounding white inclusions in the rock. These minerals are produced on Earth by bacteria, and so could be very strong evidence for prebiotic life on Mars. Unfortunately, biotic processes are not the only possible mechanism that forms the mineral. There are several other possible mechanisms. The team have been able to rule out a couple of these in the paper, but they can't definitively say that the vivianite and greigite were formed by ancient bacteria on Mars. This is a super exciting result, but the lack of certainty might be a bit frustrating for some people. At the same time, it points to the need to retrieve these samples from Mars and get them back to labs on Earth where much more extensive testing and analysis is possible. That would allow us to say with much more certainty whether these minerals were formed by ancient prebiotic life in Mars or some other process. The prospects for sample return look pretty dim given the currently proposed NASA budget and the enormity of mounting such a mission. Mars sample return ran into a lot of budget and schedule issues and has been on hold for the past couple of years, with NASA looking for alternatives from commercial vendors. NASA received 11 proposals at the end of 2024 for different sample return options, and is currently analyzing two possible paths forward. One uses existing technology like the Sky Crane, and the other will use commercial options to deliver payloads to the Martian surface and return samples. It seems unlikely that any of that will result in a mission before 2030. On the other hand, China has said it plans to launch a sample return mission in 2028 called Tianwen-3 that would collect and return samples to Earth by 2031. How realistic that timeline is remains to be seen. This really cool paper was published in the journal Nature on Monday, and I will throw a link in the description so you can check it out for yourselves. The team have also included a huge trove of additional images and analysis, along with the discussions they had with their peer reviewers during the publication process. There's been a huge effort here to be as transparent with these results as possible. That's today's video. I'll catch you in the next one.